Starting in child's pose, bringing awareness into your breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Setting your intention perhaps for your movement today could be to provoke a certain energy throughout the practice, or it might be just to bring some mindfulness. Coming to all fours with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips for a few rounds of cat-cow. So as you come into your cat pose, rounding through the back body, breathing out and breathing into cow, lengthening through the chest. Exhale, tailbone down, crown of the head towards the mat. Inhale, heart coming forward, gaze up. Exhaling to cat. Inhaling to cow. Preparing for thread the needle, breathing in, leading with the heart, opening the heart to the side, lifting the arm to the ceiling, and as you exhale, threading the hand through to rest the side of your head, your ear, and your upper arm to the mat. Pause for the in-breath to come before you move in to open your rotation, and then breathing out to close your rotation. Just warming up the body, using the different movements of rotation, flexion and extension in your cat-cow. And in a moment we'll do some side flexion. When you've finished even amounts on each side, returning to all fours kneeling to prepare for your tail wagging dog. So taking your gaze around your right shoulder, your right foot to the edge of the mat, bringing your waist and your rib cage towards each other. So you're making a nice deep crease through the side waist on one side of the body and lengthening through the other side of the body. And again, moving with your breath, breathing out to squeeze through the side waist, breathing in to return to center. So we're working that strength into one side of your body as we lengthen in the other side. Bearing weight into the small finger edge of your hands as well to support the wrists. Anytime you're in a kneeling position where you're bearing weight onto your hands and arms. As you breathe out, taking your seat up and back towards the corner of the ceiling behind you into downward facing dog. Grounding through your hands, you may like to walk out through your feet, pressing one heel down and lifting the other. And then as you exhale, walking your feet to your hands to come up to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen to your half lift and exhale to come into a fold. You might even like to ragdoll the arms. Really allow the crown of the head to lengthen down. And on your next inhale, anchor through the feet, tailbone down, stacking each vertebra to come up to standing. We'll go through a standing vinyasa now, inhaling to your chair, exhale to a forward fold, breathing in, creating length in your spine, and then exhale, fold chest to thighs, inhaling into your chair, and exhale to Tadasana or mountain pose. Inhale, chair pose, exhale, forward, crown to the earth. Inhale, half lift, tailbone and crown of the head in opposite directions. Exhale to fold. Inhale to your chair and exhale to Tadasana. So you can complete as many rounds of this as you like, anywhere between 2 to 5, just warming up the different movements in your body, really focusing on your breath here. Staying easeful through your shoulders, easeful through your jaw. Using the out breath to bring that nice deep fold chest to thighs. Inhale when you're lengthening. And we'll add on here for Sun Salutation A. So when you come to your half lift, walking your feet to the back end of the mat into a plank. Use your out breath to lower, hugging your elbows into the sides of the body, keeping your body in a nice strong plank-like position all the way to the mat. Slide your elbows forward so that they're underneath your shoulders and you're propped up on your forearms to come into Sphinx. Take a deep breath into the chest. Bring the hands back to align with the chest and breathe out to Child's Pose, creating length from the fingertips to the tail, anchoring the hands, lengthening the arms. Deep breaths into the back of the body. Modifying any of the salutations as you feel you need to. So you can make the exercise stronger by choosing the more vigorous options throughout. Or you can take rest anytime you need to in Child's Pose. So give your body whatever you feel it's calling for as you move through the different postures. Inhaling here to your half lift. You can step back into your plank, or if you'd like something a little bit more upbeat, hop back into your plank. Coming maybe into a baby cobra, so keeping the spine in that gentle C curve at the back, lengthening the chest forward, head aligns with the rest of the spine, and then breathing out maybe to heart pose as an option instead of Child's Pose or downward with the tail in the air, back of the knees and the hips aligned, hands pressing, arms long, head resting to the mat. So the body's lengthening out of the hips. Walk the hands back under the shoulders, breathing out to downward dog, and then step or hop up to the top of the mat to come into your fold. Inhaling into your chair and exhale to Tadasana. Inhale to your chair pose, breathing out to fold, chest to thighs. Inhale, half lift, hands to the mat, step, jog or hopping back to plank. Inhale to lower and open the chest, perhaps into upward facing dog, tops of the feet, hands pressing, hips coming forward, everything off the mat except for hands and feet. Use the out breath to press back into downward dog or Child's Pose or the heart posture, taking 3 to 5 deep rounds of breath here. This is your chance to catch up with your breath, check in with your body and reset before you come to your next round. Taking a hop or stepping to the top of the mat as you inhale to your half lift, exhale to fold, hips back, weight into the heels to come to chair, drive through the legs to come to mountain pose. Inhale to your chair, exhale to fold. Take the inhale to lengthen, hands to the mat and step or hop back to plank. Inhaling to open the chest, Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Taking those few breaths here, checking in with your body, maybe revisiting your intention for your practice. And then hopping or stepping to the top of the mat, breathing into the half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to chair or powerful pose as it's also called. And then coming back to Tadasana, preparing for the next round. Crown lengthening down in your fold, long through the crown and the spine as you go to your half lift. Open through your heart space, using the out breath to send your hips back into your Child's Pose, your heart pose or your downward dog. Sending the breath wherever you need that space as you stay in the stillness. And then as you exhale, coming to the top of the mat with a hop or a step or even a jog perhaps. Inhale to your chair and exhale to Tadasana or mountain pose. Inhaling to chair or Utkatasana. Exhale to Uttanasana or forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift, stepping or hopping back to plank. Exhaling through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to open your chest. Exhale to downward dog. We'll lift the right foot now. Take a big step to the heel of the right hand, bending the right knee to align with the ankle to come up to warrior one. Use the out breath to lower through your chaturanga and inhale, open the chest, press back to your downward dog, send the left foot high. Exhale, step the foot to the heel of the hand, breathing into warrior one on the other side. Hands come back to the mat, back into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga, inhale, open the chest. And exhale your way back into child's pose or the heart pose or downward dog for 3 to 5 breaths. So sun salutation B, as this sequence is called, is a really good way to work on some cardio fitness as well, as we sequence each of the moves in time with the breath. So those pauses are the spots where we get to catch up with the breath. So hopping to the top of the mat, inhale to your half lift, exhale to fold. Inhale to your chair and exhale to Tadasana, preparing for your next round. So inhaling into your chair, exhale to fold, hands to the mat, preparing to step, jog or hop your way back into your plank. On that exhale, coming through your push-up, inhale, open the chest, exhale to down dog, picking the right foot up, stepping it through on the same out breath. Inhale to come up into warrior one. Hands to the mat, step back to your plank and lower as you breathe out. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale back to send the other foot up to the top of the mat into warrior one. Hands come through the midline, back onto the mat, lowering down through your reverse push-up. Big breath in to open the chest, and exhale back to child's pose, the heart pose or downward facing dog. So with your warrior ones, aligning your front knee with your ankle. The back leg is strong and straight, the back foot turned in on the angle. So we're stretching through the back leg and strengthening through the front leg. Preparing for your next round of sun salutation B, breathing in. Exhale as you fold to forward fold. Inhale to your half lift, hands to the mat, stepping or hopping back into your plank. Breathe in as you open your chest. Exhale to downward dog, picking up the right foot. Big step forward, knee aligns with the ankle, back leg is strong and straight. Feet are a hip distance apart. The left leg lifts, we step up, knee and ankle align. Back leg strong and straight, foot turned on the ankle angle. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale to your downward dog, or of course you can choose child's pose or the heart pose here. So again, making the salutation your own, choosing those different options to honor what your body's calling you to do in that moment. If you need the space in your practice, child's pose is a good option. If you're feeling energetic and you've got energy to burn, perhaps you may prefer to choose downward facing dog. So really working to heat the body with your sun salutations as well, to prepare for deeper stretches. And it's a really good way to get the body moving in the mornings. First thing, wake yourself up, bring that mindfulness and flow to your day as well as you concentrate on the breath as you move through each of the postures. Concentrate on the positioning of your hands and feet to the mat, having that awareness of what your shoulders are doing in relation to the rest of your body and your head. And also a means to work to be able to bring that awareness into your breathing as well throughout the day. So we'll come back to child's pose and walk the hands across to one side of the mat, keeping your seat to your heels, just bringing a deeper stretch into one side of the body. Take a couple of breaths there before you walk back to the center and then take it over to the other side. So we're just stretching into that one flank a little bit stronger. A rotated child's pose if you like. Then walk the hands back to center, coming up to all fours, kneeling, and we'll come back into our mountain pose. So anywhere from 3 to 5 to 8 rounds of Sun Salutation A, and then if you wanted to, you could add the Sun Salutation B with the extra warrior poses on each side. And as I mentioned before, Sun Salutation B is a really great way to work on that cardio strength as well, that cardio fitness. When you've finished, you can rest in our favourite pose, Shavasana, or the corpse pose, for a moment or two, as long as you like. We're in lockdown, you can stay there all day if you really want to. So just bringing the body back to its normal resting state here in Shavasana, resting the breath so that the breath returns to its normal rate, bringing the heart rate back down, shifting the lactic acid away from the body or the muscles to offset muscle soreness, bringing ourselves up to seated whenever you're ready to. Namaste. Thanks for sharing in the practice with me today. Have a great rest of your day.